Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know if you can see and hear me, please. My name is Janet Wright. I'm an energy healer, reader, and teacher. And this is going to be a group energy healing. And everyone is welcome to watch and heal yourself as you watch. It's a walkthrough, although the walkthrough is not the primary, the walkthrough is not the primary point of it for me, although it's really important. The primary point for me is I will be healing 120 people in 10 different countries in this live stream, during this live stream. And I speak out loud as I do it, so that's how you can use it as a walkthrough. And you could do the same healing on yourself as I am doing for these 120 people. It's an all levels walkthrough, meaning no matter if you've never done energy healing before or if you've done my work for a very long time, you would just do the healing at your own level and still get a lot of benefit out of it. So I'm excited. I got my first confirmation. Thank you so much, with lots of adorable emojis. We got farm animals and pets and everything. So I will go on to continue. I will talk about the theme just a touch while I'm waiting for more hellos and more confirmations. Just because, well, I like hellos, but also I need confirmations just because every now and then I have sort of epic technical issues. And then I'm fine for like a couple more months. So I always like confirmations. So anyway, the theme, this is going to be a set of 2 healings. Today's the first, and then in 2 days on Tuesday, July 20th, 2021 is the second healing. And the theme is friendship and love. So should be very healing and interesting. Also, of course, as always with these group healings, there'll be a lot of foundational work, like chakra repair, or repair, grounding, unblocking. So no matter what, it'll help you get a lot more present. So that's that. I'm getting some more confirmations. Hello. People watching from the US and Canada already. Can see and hear you, can see and hear you. Yay. So, if you want to say where you're watching from, you can certainly do that. I think that's kind of fun to read, but it's up to you. What else? These healings are sold on my website. They sell out in between like 30 minutes to 3 hours, depends. When they go up on the 15th of each month on my website at a set time. So all that's on my website listed. If you want to be on my news email list, email me janet@janetwrightreadings.com and ask for that, because it's not, I don't just throw everyone in my news email list, everyone I've ever worked with. So you need to say, please add me to your news email list. So I don't like, I don't want to be spammy. So anyway, okay. Thank you. Getting more emojis and hellos. Thank you so much. So friendship and love, we did the last group healing set that we did like 2 weeks ago-ish was for friendship and play and boundaries. So that was kind of an interesting grouping. But anyway, so we did friendship, right? So why do friendship again? Well, because friendship is really important in life. Because even like, say, with your partner, that you might have or want to have at some point, friendship is probably the most important part of the whole thing. So it's a big aspect of life, I would say. And sometimes you might go through periods where you actually don't have friends, or you are unhappy with certain friendships or all your friendships or whatever. And so it's a really good space to work and heal and clear energy. And I know one thing that we're going to do, one aspect of friendship and love that we're going to do in these two healings is cleaning up from sort of like sloppy endings. Sloppy endings of, romantic relationships or sloppy endings of friendships. So maybe, for example, you ended a friendship, years ago, and it made sense to you and you didn't get stuck about it, but the other person may have, and maybe you don't know that. And so maybe they threw a lot of energy at you, or they subconsciously still have a grudge. And so there's still like continual courting and whatever. So, and that can be true even from past lives, because people have this wacky ability to just stay stuck. you know? I'm very much looking forward to that aspect of what we're going to be doing, and I don't think we did much with that in the 2 week ago one. So that's going to be nice, cleaning up from sloppy endings in love life and friendships, because that could be part of what is holding back your appreciation of your current love life, or of you manifesting a love life, or of you manifesting new satisfying friendships. It could be that you just have so much old wounds, or just junk in your space from the sloppy endings. And again, it could be your own baggage about the sloppy endings, but it could be the other person's baggage about the sloppy endings that just gets dumped on you. Either got dumped on you a long time ago and you just sort of naively kept it because you weren't conscious of it, and whatever, you moved on consciously. Or it could be somebody that continually has a grudge, even consciously with you, and that's an interesting thing, because how do you help someone not have a grudge? Sometimes you can't. I mean, you can, on a spirit level, you can take it down a lot of notches as far as like how much gets thrown at you, but holding grudges is a heart chakra thing. Fourth chakra, stuck fourth chakra. So so it's possible that you're not able to help that person transform enough for them to lose their conscious grudge over you. And that's that. But you can of course be safe, and and work your boundaries, and but you can help take it down a lot of notches so that you're not getting whacked continually, that kind of thing. So interesting stuff, and it's of course one of those things that sounds like a bummer, but then you clear it and you heal it, and it actually feels very uplifting and fun, the effects of doing the work. So we're gonna do it. And of course, I should mention too, well, two things I should mention. One is that I sort of have, I definitely have help with these twin sets, the 2 healing sets, because 2 healings is less than 3 healings. And so I want to make the impact at least as great as the 3 healing sets. So that's part of why Archangels Ariel and Jophiel helped me to design the twin set healings. And they're even like, reminding me of different things to talk about now. So I just want to mention that. Give them credit. They're busy laughing at me. And then I forgot what they were going to say. What I was going to say that they showed me I should say. Oh yeah, self-love. Yeah. So self-love is a big part of all of this, friendship and love with other people. And so sometimes your self-love is kind of screwy and not cool. And so then that really impacts who you even notice as a potential friend and who you're attracted to as a potential friend or as a potential partner. And so it can make you attract or be attracted to people who are like unavailable, partially or fully, or people who just are kind of, a bit too screwed up internally themselves to give you love as a friend or as a partner. So it's this sort of twisted up thing. So self-love is got to be something that also is a sort of an undercurrent. So I think those are sort of the two sub themes that we're going to try to work a lot in these two healings is the self-love part of it, tune that up, even like just subconsciously, because you might not realize you have little things impacting your self-love, but that's okay. We can heal and clear them anyway. And then the messy endings, cleaning up messy endings that you've had in this life or any of your many past lives, around friendship and love. So so that's exciting. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. And let's see, I'm getting more hellos. People are saying where they are. Evergreen, Colorado. Looking forward to this from the UK. Balmy evening in London. It is a chilly morning in Olympia, Washington. I have such a greater appreciation for how chilly it is in the mornings in the summer here after that pretty much literally deadly heat wave we had a month ago. It gets really chilly in the mornings here, like even as low as like 50 degrees at night, like late at night or early morning. 50 degrees Fahrenheit is our low. It could get, 53, 55, but it's nippy. It's definitely chilly in the mornings. But now I appreciate it much more with the global warming and heat waves and all that. It's better than the alternative. Greetings, getting more greetings. Hello, hello. Great. So I know people are watching from 3 different countries. Geeky stats. The people I'm healing, the 120 people, they are in 10 different countries. And including 11 kids, ages 1 through 16. How cute is that? The breakdown of where the people are that I'm healing, 90 of the people, so 3/4 of the people are in the US this time. 8 people are in the UK, 7 people are in Qatar, 5 people are in Canada, 3 people are in the United Arab Emirates, 2 people are in South Korea, 2 people in Bermuda, and 1 person each in Spain, Australia, and Japan. So hi to everybody that I'm healing. Some people watch live, some people catch it, more people catch it later as a video. So hello, hello. And of course, hello to everyone that's watching live that did not purchase the healing and that so they'll just be healing themselves rather than me healing them. If I am healing you, of course you can heal yourself too if you want. At the same time, it doesn't get in my way at all. All right. Well, good. I think that we did the intro part. We did our greetings. So now I'm going to be quiet finally for about 2 minutes, give or take. And during that time, I will finish a little bit of mind prep. I will say hello telepathically, which is non-verbally, to the 120 people to make sure they're all paying attention on a spirit level and ready to make the most of the healing. And then I will start the healing at first without talking. And so you'll see me move my hands like that when I've started the healing. And then after a minute of quiet healing or so, I will be talking out loud. And so that'll be the walkthrough part. Okay, good. So thank you for your patience during the quiet part. You can journal or breathe or meditate or do what you need to do or chill out. Oh yeah, forgot. Sorry. It was gonna be the quiet. It will be the quiet part in a minute. I forgot to announce the Q&A is today. After each Sunday healing, I do a Q&A, and it's a separate live stream, and it's supposedly going to start in under 2 hours, about an hour and 50 minutes from now, at least the start time. But it's going to have an interesting theme. It's going to be friendship and love, but it's also going to be legs and feet, which is kind of interesting. But the angels and I definitely see their point. They thought that if you have a whole Q&A on love and friendship, like it could get kind of out of body because then people's little disappointments and heartbreaks get triggered, even just subconsciously, and then everybody kind of pops out and doesn't clear as much energy. So if I also do questions about legs and feet and how present are you in your legs and your feet, and I kind of validate that for some people who prefer to ask those questions, then it keeps bringing people back to like, okay, yeah, how's my leg earth energy flow? How's my grounding? How's my feet? Oh, and so it'll help everybody do the sort of the love and the friendship topic in a more in-body way, which therefore is more productive and more forward moving and less stuck and spacey. So it'll be an interesting dual theme of love and friendship and legs and feet for the Q&A. But one question per person, so you got to pick which do you want your question about. Okay, all right. So now I will be quiet. I really will, I think. Okay, thank you for waiting. So when you heal yourself, you can make a copy out in front of you of what you're healing just with your intention. You don't have to see energy to do any of this. So you use your intention to make a copy of your aura out in front of you. So like a big energy bubble, that's the energy bubble that you're generating. You actually have two regular auras, I would call them. One is generated by your physical body chakras, and one is your astral body aura, generated by your astral body chakras. So physical body aura, astral body aura, in the same place around you. As long as you're present, that's where both of them are. So you can comb through your aura, the copy out in front of you. And comb through just means that you're using gold light from your hands. So go ahead and imagine your round opening for your hand chakra in the palm of each hand, and then your fingertip chakras in your fingertip, front of the fingertip. So you have fingertip chakras and hand chakras. And you set the chakra with your intention. You don't have to see, but you set it with your intention to be a gold color or vibration, so metallic gold. And that's because that's a fast moving vibration, but not too fast. So it's like white and silver is too fast for what we need, but metallic gold is just right. So to use as a healing energy. So just comb through with that metallic gold healing energy that your hands are generating. Comb through and melt away clogged energy, blocked energy in your aura, in either of your regular auras. And you can add in your 15 Wei Qi auras for the whole healing too if you want, if that doesn't blow your mind. So you on a spirit level have an extra 15 auras called Wei Qi auras, W-E-I space C-H-I, Wei Qi auras. Wei Qi is a Chinese medicine concept, although the 15 auras helping you with Wei Qi energy is not. That's sort of what the angels taught me, but Wei Qi is a traditional Chinese medicine concept. It's your defensive energy. It's like strong boundaries energy. So anyway, you can then therefore imagine all 17 of your auras at once throughout this healing, if that doesn't blow your mind too much. So you can comb through your auras and just begin to get a sense of them. Like, are they stuffy and clogged? Are they ripped up? Are they flowing in one spot and blocked in another spot? You can spin around your copy so that one side is the front, one side is the back, and you can kind of compare how poofy the back is to the front. A lot of times the back is more flat and compressed, which is not good. So then you just use lots of gold light to help expand the back of your aura, so that you have better flow there. That's more relaxing. You don't want compression. That means that the energy is not flowing right, and then you get more blocked and you have more physical aches and pains and you're less present, so you're less focused. So we don't want that. We want lots of flow. And then you're grounding. Let's think about grounding and do that, unblock it and everything. I gotta start taking notes. I take notes because then later within a day I put a healing summary in the comment section of, once it's a video, a detailed healing summary, so that you can go back and go to a specific part of the healing if you want, and you can quickly at a glance see everything that we did. Let me fix my camera focus. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so grounding. So make it big and wide. You don't have to spread out your arms, but that's my way of showing you how wide your aura is, and then go ahead and make your grounding that wide. And make it red or orange or yellow. And you can go ahead and make it red first and test that. You can comb through a copy of your grounding at red and just check out how well it flows downward at red. You want it to flow very fast downward, like a very fast, strongly flowing waterfall or something. So that's your grounding at red right now. You make your grounding orange, your favorite shade of orange, and comb through it while you're grounding it at orange. So you're using the gold light from your hands and just melting clogs and just getting a sense of, you know, is this kind of a slushy grounding, or is it fast flowing downward? Is it blocked in the front or the back or the center? So just get a sense of that, and you can start to work it just a little bit. And then go ahead and check your grounding at yellow. So change your grounding to be a big yellow grounding, and make it again nice and wide. Bring it up as high as your third chakra, which is below your sternum bone. So your third chakra, make it that high and that wide all the way down to the core of the earth, and have it stay wide all the way down. And again, it's wide behind you and wide in front of you. I'm not going to show my hand in front because that'll mess up my camera all over again. So comb through your grounding while it's at yellow and just get a sense of the flow and start to unblock it. Your grounding might be a little extra blocked if you just listen to the intro that I did, because I talked about what we're going to do in the whole healing, and so that triggers a lot, and so that might have caused a little bit of a backup in your grounding, so that's okay. It's actually not bad to get blocked up when you're healing yourself. You're just sort of like bringing forth what you need to clear, and then you get to clear it. So it's not bad. If your grounding is blocked up, you just go ahead and melt it away. One angels are reminding me of somebody who in their survey for the last set, they put that, you know, now when I'm stuck, I don't, you know, because she'd been getting healings for a little bit now, and healing herself as well. And she said, well, now if I feel stuck, I don't feel like it's so impossible to fix it, you know, when I'm healing myself. And that's the thing. I think, you know, you begin to realize, hopefully, that it's just energy, and you must have an issue with your flow or a big rip somewhere, you know, if you don't feel right, and you can just go ahead and heal the rip and unblock the flow problem, and then you feel better, you know. So I think at first it all seems so complicated and like, oh, I could never do that, I just need someone to fix me, you know. But hopefully, you know, in time you realize like, oh, this is actually fairly simple to do. It's just, you know, you got to get yourself to do it, and then it just it's not hard. So anyway, unblock your grounding. You can go ahead and bring it to whatever of the three colors that you prefer. Now that you've tested all three, go ahead and you've unblocked a little bit at all three. Just pick the one that flows the best for you. Unless you get a sense of like, you know what, red was really blocked for me, but I really better unblock that. That's going to help my day. You know, then that's a thing too. If you feel more motivated, you can pick a grounding color that didn't work so well and then just go ahead and fix it, you know, because each grounding color is a different vibration. And so it's going to make blocked energy more or less noticeable at that vibration. And it's going to, you know, so it's not bad to also head towards what doesn't work, as long as you're going to make it work, as long as you're going to work that. You know, if you feel more motivated, that's an option. But you don't have to do it that way. So what are we doing? We're unblocking grounding. And again, since I was talking about love and friendship and, you know, what the messy endings and the, you know, self-love stuff, it may have triggered stuff. And so just have your gold light from your hands find the blocked parts in your auras as well as in your grounding, and just start to melt that away. Melt all the blocked stuff away that got triggered by all that. All right, so that was just a little bit of grounding work that we did there, grounding, unblocking, and let's do indie grounding. So especially if you want to, transform yourself, it's very important to detach from other people's energy, so that because you know, it's challenging enough if your old baggage is holding you back, but then to have your old baggage holding you back, and then, half a dozen people you're corded to also holding you back, you're making it a little too hard for yourself. So indie grounding is nice with that. Indie grounding is where you check the outer perimeter of your grounding as it goes all the way down to the core of the earth, and you make sure you melt away all the spots where it branches off to other people, where your grounding, has little branch off parts. And that is subconscious, so don't just be like, oh, well, that's impossible because my intention is that my grounding is just for me. Go ahead and check and melt away. Because intention is cool in some ways, but not as cool as people think it is, I think. They just think, oh, well, my intention is I'm just going to have my space today. Everything's going to be fine, and that's sort of imaginary land. Like there's a difference between, okay, you have an intention, but then you look at the reality and you address the reality of it, so this is where we address the reality. Look at the perimeter of your grounding and melt away the branch off parts. Yeah, intention is like the archangels are explaining it to me better. Intention is a good starting point, but it's not the end point of your energy work. It's a starting point. So you can have a starting point as, this is my time for me. I want to just let go of all attachments. I want to just, really work on myself right now. This is my time, and also my energy's for me all day, and I don't want to be anybody's martyr, I just want to be empowered and grow and move forward. But then, that is a good starting point, and it does matter. But it's just, maybe 20% of what you can do to help yourself. All right. So we're just finishing up with indie grounding with lots of gold, water, gold, fire, gold, whatever, gold soap. Just to make sure no branch off parts in your grounding, so that it's indie, it's independent. Just for you, going straight down to the center of the earth. And that's true even if you have kids. Do not let your kids ground into your grounding. Have them have their own grounding. So they're a big strong tree with their own tree roots. You're a big strong tree with your own tree roots. And that's true even if your kid is like 3 months old, or even if your kid has is handicapped, whatever. Encourage them to have their own separate grounding, because that way you're not holding them back with their growth, and they'll learn more strength. And two, grounding is a way to receive from the center of the earth, receive up earth energy. And so you don't want to deprive them of having a full, potential for that. And they'll have that full potential if they have their own grounding. Okay, so that's indie grounding. Alright, so let's do prep for aura repair, and then we'll do aura repair. And the reason to do prep is because if you're advanced, you can see exactly which rips you have, and you can see if something's in the way and clear it. But if you're not advanced yet, prep would probably help to just get things out of your way. Things meaning little invasive beings or invasive people, their energy out of your way, so that because you want the gold light to really go to all the rips and fully repair them in your aura, all the rips in your aura. So so this is the prep part. So many different prep things we could do. So I want to see what. Okay, well, Jophiel likes sticky, collapsing gold nets, Archangel Jophiel. She says for prep, we're going to do collapsing gold nets and then just moving blocked energy to the side and melting it or blowing it up or handing it to your angels. So collapsing gold nets and then also just moving energy blocks to the side and clearing them. And moving other people's energy to the side and clearing it. For all the 17 auras. And both your groundings. Okay, so you just imagine all of you, you know, like your physical body's aura, your astral body's aura, all 17, all of those 15 extra Wei Qi auras, just imagine all that, and then both your regular groundings, physical and astral groundings. And collapsing gold nets is where you just make these giant gold nets, like in a big cube shape that's way around you, like 30 feet above your head, 30 feet to either side of you, all the way down to the core of the earth. And then you collapse it in, and it's going to catch all the junk that's not you. And then you just give that junk to your angels and, you know, have them recycle all of it. And, you know, if it's people's energy, it doesn't get recycled, it gets cleaned off and returned to the people. So make big collapsing gold nets, like a big cube of it, and then just collapse it in. So it's going to catch everything that's not you into the nets, and then you move it to the side and go, angels, here you go. Okay, so we're going to do another big collapsing gold net cube, and you just collapse it in and have it catch everything that's not you that you need to release. And then some people prefer like not moving it and giving it to the angels, just saying, angels, can you take all this? You know, take my sticky gold nets with all that's in it. So then they don't have to move it all. But I like moving things. I think it's very empowering. Rah, I can move it out of my space. See how easy it is. So anyway, let's do it again. You imagine you and all your 17 auras and your groundings and everything, and then your big cube of collapsing gold nets all the way down to the core of the earth, 30 feet above your head, yada yada. And collapse it in so it catches everything that's not you in the net, and then give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so that was collapsing gold nets. And we did that a few times. I think we did it 3 times, but you know, it's not like 3 is a magic number. Just do it a couple times. And then, but electromagnets, Joe feels reminding me of those, and that's cool. I like that. That's a good idea. So electromagnets is on energy level as an energy clearing device. You can use those to get rid of hard energy objects that get stuck, that get thrown at you. Yeah, sometimes people throw just energy at you, but sometimes the energy blast also has like little hard energy pieces with it that then those stay in your space potentially, like little spears or little knives or something, and that's a drag. Nobody wants that, right? So so let's use electromagnets to get rid of all the hard objects anywhere they might be stuck in your auras or in your chakras or your energy channels anywhere. So just imagine all of you and then big electromagnets, big gold magnets all around you, and turn on your electromagnets and just let them pull out all the hard objects anywhere in your space that you're ready to release. And just relax, let the electromagnets pull everything out. And then just say, angels, can you recycle these electromagnets and all the junk they collected? And then we can just kind of comb through and put gold light, have the gold light especially clean out anywhere where there were those hard objects. And then we can do the electromagnets one more time just in case now, because that getting rid of stuff and then more gold light, it gets you more present. So then there could be more that you're ready to let go of. So we'll do electromagnets one more time. So imagine all of you, your 17 auras, your body, your astral body, your groundings, and then big electromagnets, make big gold electromagnets around you, and then just turn them on all at once and have them pull out any hard objects that are stuck in your space that you're ready to let go of. And then you say, angels, can you please recycle all these electromagnets and all the junk they picked up? Okay. So then you can comb through your space, see if you notice any difference after that, after the gold nets and the electromagnets. Oh, and then the third thing we were going to do, just as prep before the aura repair, and just because it's good to do, is moving to the side all the energy blocks and beings and people's energy, whatever that still might be around that you're ready to release. Just like imagine you and then all the gunk that you want to get rid of. Imagine it like really obvious and sort of heavy, and then just move that to the side. So you're still here and you move the junk to the side, and then you can like ball it up and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And you can do that. We did that the last group healing we did. I think it was we did location specific work. So you can do just a moment of location specific clearing, and imagine like your biggest sort of problem area. You know, maybe your tummy tends to feel weird, or you get head pain or lower back pain or whatever. So you can imagine your problem area or problem areas. And just imagine all the hard gunk that's not you in those places, and just move that out and then ball it up just for fun and give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. And so let's do that one more time. Your problem areas. Just here's you, all of you, your 17 auras, your physical body, astral body, both your groundings, and just imagine your problem areas and all that's not you in those problem areas. So hard objects, stuck energy, other people's energy, invasive beings, everything that's not you, just really notice it and then just move it all out. And then ball it up just for fun and say, angels, here you go. And then just extra gold light in all those problem areas. The sensitive areas, I think, is what I decided to call it instead last time. So all those sensitive areas, send extra gold light. And then just again, in general, all over, imagine all of you and then all the junk that you can release right now, and just move it over to the side and ball it up. Say, angels, here you go. So there you go. So that was prep for aura repair and just overall good stuff to do. We did collapsing gold nets, we did electromagnets, and then we did move stuff to the side and give to the angels, including we did sensitive areas. As well. Okay, cool. So now let's do aura repair. Aura repair is very important. If you're only going to do one thing in a day, I would say check to see if you need aura repair, and do it if you do. And grounding is the other most important thing. So if you really have no time, just train yourself. If you feel like you have no time, because having no time is, of course, impossible. We all have the same amount of hours in a day, but I understand that you may feel like you have no time because you have X amount of children, X amount of jobs, blah 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 blah. But you just make it work. Like you just learn how to ground while you're, telling your kid to eat, or you learn how to ground while you're, you know, cooking or while you're putting on clothes. I mean, you're going to put on clothes before you leave the house, right? We think. So learn to check for aura repair as you put on your sweater, um, just do what you got to do. So for aura repair, just imagine all your auras, right? Why not? All 17 auras. But if that's blowing your mind, just do the 2 regular ones, astral and physical. And you want to send gold light wherever there's a rip. And have the intention to do what's healthy and gentle always when you're healing. With Wei Qi auras, that's more important. With the regular auras, I think that, it's always healthy and gentle to repair 100%. So you don't really need it as much. You don't need to have that intention so much when you're doing regular aura repair. But it's easy enough just to add that intention. So just gold light going to anything that's ripped, any part of you that's ripped up. And again, with the Wei Qi auras, if you add those, it's pretty likely that you'll be able to find some rips there, probably many. So you definitely will have some work you could do if you want. And try to remind yourself that every little bit you do is an advantage. So if you have 2 seconds, you do a little bit, you do 2 seconds worth, and that's a lot better than no seconds worth, right? So try not to freak out about not being perfect. So again, gold light going to the ripped parts of your auras. And that is what aura repair is, because once you wash out the rips enough, then they grow back. And actually, since we already did the electromagnets to get rid of hard objects, you can probably get a nice energy seal right now. Once you repair each of these auras fully, then you can repair it to the point where it's like a nice smooth surface all around. There's no like hard scarring anymore. And once that's the case, then you'll get an energy seal, like a surface tension. So it's like an extra little strength where the aura sort of wants to stay together. So that's nice. So, but you got to get rid of a lot of scarring that you can have around the edges of the aura. Scarring is just like if you didn't fully finish repairing. Maybe it looks like it's repaired, but there is a little, like a bumpy surface to it because there's some scarring, and no, scarring does not make you stronger. Every once in a while I get somebody who's like, oh, but my scars make me stronger. It's like, well, how's that working for you? Yeah, flow makes people stronger. Stagnant energy does not make people stronger. So just go ahead and melt that hard, bumpy, gross stuff. Because hard, bumpy, gross stuff tears faster than flowing stuff. Flowing stuff, it has a resilience to it. It's like you don't take things as personally. You just kind of bounce back. You're more robust. So what are we doing? We're doing like sort of late stages of aura repair where you get rid of the scarring around the surface. And when you add all the Wei Qi auras in, there's probably a lot of scarring that you could work on, melting away from the edge of your auras. Okay, so that was aura repair for all 17 of the auras and energy seal for all 17 of the auras. And since, like I said, since we had already done electromagnets earlier, we didn't have to sort of add that into the energy seal process. So great. Good job. Okay. Let's see, what's next? We're going to do chakra repair, and we'll do it in a way that we did do earlier this month. Once we did chakra repair and we grouped the chakras. We're going to partially do it that way this time. So we'll group together chakras 7 and 6, and then we'll group together chakras 5, 4, 3, and then we'll group together chakras 2 and 1. But not the whole time. We'll repair them and unblock them together, but then we'll kind of look at them separate, and then we'll do 5, 4, 3 together, and then we'll look at those separately, and then we'll do 2 and 1 together, and then we'll look at those separately. So that'll be nice. Okay, so it'll be chakra repair, but also chakra unblocking, melting energy cords, and some theme-specific clearing for love and friendship, because why not? Okay, so basic chakra shape is an open cylinder, so like this, but not white. Like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or purple. Right, would be a nice chakra color. But so your 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are oriented this way in your physical body, and then 7th is oriented this way in your head, in the top of your head, but it's a lot smaller than this. But so that's the basic chakra shape. It's just an open cylinder. So 7th is oriented this way, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are this way, right? So energy flows in the front and out the back of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and energy flows both ways, really, with your 7th chakra. If you want a 3-video set that explains that much better than I just did, it's a playlist, 3-video playlist that I have called 7 Chakras Aura Layers Flow. And I will try to remember to link that below the healing summary. Usually it is linked, but sometimes for brevity I get rid of a lot of those links, so I'll put it back in. Okay. So make a composite copy of your chakras 7 and 6 of your physical body and 7 and 6 of your astral body. So, because you have 2 sets of 7 chakras. So your composite copy looks just like one open cylinder, right? But it represents 7 and 6 of your physical body and 7 and 6 of your astral body. So it's one open cylinder, and you just use gold light to melt away all the cords going into these chakras of yours and repair. So damage can be like cracks, scratches, gashes that don't belong there, holes on the side or something. So just lots of extra gold light and gold fire, maybe, if you feel like that works better, and just repair the chakras, melt away the cords going into these chakras. And unblock these chakras. So you can imagine sort of like a mud inside them or a mud around them. Just melt away all that blocked energy around and inside that doesn't belong there, to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do right now. And keep melting cords. Sometimes cords are pretty tiny, And so you might think, oh, they're gone, and then just notice the tiny ones. Melt the tiny ones. The big ones, of course, as well. And do a little extra repair when you melt cords, because cords can be stuck into anything broken or stuck, anything damaged or also blocked is a way that a cord can sort of anchor in. So a cord from somebody else. So once you get rid of the cord, double check, because maybe there's some damage there that you didn't notice. So you want that round opening to be nice and smooth, like you know, like a mug that you might drink out of, rather than have gashes and pieces missing. So again, this is a composite copy of your physical and astral 7 and 6. And another way of unblocking is you just move the blocks upward or downward or away from the composite copy. So here are the chakras. You imagine any energy blocks that you need to clear, or beings or whatever, and just lift that up. So leave the copy down and lift up the junk. And then you can just hand it to your angels, say, angels, here you go. Or you can lift up more baggage and you could blow it up if you're healing yourself. If you're healing someone else, blowing things up is, in my opinion, too bossy. You want to just run gold light through it maybe so the person can melt it as you do that, or just hand it to their angels. So again, the composite of astral and physical 7 and 6, lift up the junk and hand to the angels. Angels, here you go. And then theme specific unblocking for friendship and love. So whatever is holding you back at a 7th and 6th chakra level, as far as friendship and love and self-love too, and just lift all that up and go, angels, here you go. One more time. Anything that you need to clear about love and friendship, just lift up all that, and angels, here you go. Anything from your 7th and your 6th, astral and physical, about love and friendship, just lift it up. You go, angels, here you go. All right, so that was repair, unblocking, theme-specific unblocking, melting cords for your astral and physical 7th and 6th, right? So you can just blow up that little composite copy. So now let's just check them separately, just for fun, because you can. And you might learn something extra. So spread them out. So 7 and 6 still, but so put physical on one side and astral on the other side, and just imagine them separately. So you have your 7th and your 6th, right? And so just imagine them, and you have your little chakra filament, which is a cord, a good cord, that goes back and forth between astral and physical. So 7th physical, and then there's this chakra filament to your 7th astral, and then 6th physical, there's a chakra filament going to your 6th astral chakra. So just make sure the filaments have enough flow and are like nice sort of rivers within tubes. They're like very contained rivers. They're not leaky. You don't want them to be leaky. So just heal those tubes so that they're nice and flowing and they have a lot of flow. You might need to expand them with gold light so that, that's kind of a big deal. That can help you to have better intuition, better clairvoyance, because I should have mentioned too, to help motivate you, your 7th chakra is for confidence and inspiration and goals and focus and intuition, all sorts of wonderful things. And just knowing things real fast, intuitive decision making. Your 6th chakra is for clairvoyance, seeing energy consciously, like seeing your aura when you're trying to repair it. For non-judgment, which really helps with boundaries, really, and subconscious seeing things too. And so like seeing a solution to something. Okay, so again, filaments between 7 and 6, just check those and see that you have good enough flow between physical and astral 7 and 6. And are each of these chakras generating enough? And are they vibrating the way you need to for your day today? So how about both 7th chakras? Are they vibrating the way you need to today? Are both of them generating enough energy, these 7th chakras? It could be that your physical 7th isn't generating enough, and if so, just heal it extra, unblock it extra. And then 6th chakra, physical 6th, astral 6th, doesn't matter which side you put on each on. But are they vibrating the way you need to for the amount of clairvoyance you want today, the amount of non-judgment you want today? Maybe they're too blocked. So just move away the blocks and melt them or blow them up or hand them to your angels. Again, your 6th chakra, move to the side anything in the way and say, angels, here you go. So you're both your 6 chakras, move to the side what's in the way, angels, here you go. Check that 6 chakra filament, make sure that flows well enough and it's not leaky. Go ahead, lots of gold fire for that 6 chakra filament. Melt away any cords going into your filament from other people. So you want enough flow in this filament. The filament color would be the same, ideally would be the same color as you want the chakra to be. So 6th chakra, a nice color is a cobalt blue, like a deeper blue. So and then are you generating enough energy in both your astral 6th and your physical 6th for the day you want today? All right, so that's 7th and 6th. So 5, 4, and 3. We might go a little faster as we go lower, we'll see. But we are doing theme specific as well, so maybe we don't have to speed it up so much. Okay, so chakras 5, 4, and 3. 5, 4, and 3. 5th is for communication with yourself and others, so also hearing angels consciously, which is super useful and cool. Communicating with your angels on a subconscious level and being open to their guidance subconsciously, so that's cool. Peace of mind also, because it has to do with inner thoughts. 4th chakra, self-love, which is really key for our theme of love and friendship. Motivation, enthusiasm, positive gratitude, lots of good things. And 3rd chakra, getting stuff done, taking action, translating the ideas into action, finishing projects, getting good sleep, time management. That's 3rd chakra. So 5, 4, and 3 is what we're going to do right now. Both physical 5, 4, 3 and astral 5, 4, 3. So they're all oriented this way, 5, 4, 3. So energy flows in the front, out the back, spins around inside, flows out the back, 5, 4, 3, right? So let's do it all as one composite first, just to get the repair stuff, most of the unblocking and cord melting. So you just imagine one composite copy, and again, composite copy just looks like one open cylinder. No big deal. Basic chakra shape, a cylinder, right? Round opening, cylinder shape. Okay, so imagine your composite copy of your astral and physical 5, 4, 3, and just lots of gold light and melt away anything that you need to melt away, like melt away cords, the big obvious ones and the little skinny ones you might not have noticed. Just melt away all those energy cords from other people, maybe some invasive beings. Just melt away all those cords and do repair work. Chakra damage can look like scratches or chunks missing or gashes, holes where they don't belong. So just let the gold light, gold fire, gold soap, whatever you like, heal all that, repair all of it. Again, this is astral and physical 543. Melt those cords. And unblock. So just, you can imagine the blockages like mud inside the composite copy or around it, and just melt away the mud with the gold light. Oh, you know, I didn't consciously mention, I should have ideally mentioned when we did the 7th and the 6th, also just have angels get rid of any invasive beings that are in the way with your 7th and 6th chakras. Just say, angels, can you recycle any beings or being tunnels that are in the way of my 7th and my 6th chakras? Also, my 5th, 4th, and 3rd chakras, can you recycle any beings or being tunnels that are in the way? And also my 2nd and my 1st chakras, get that over with too. Angels, can you recycle any beings or being tunnels that are in the way of my 1st and 2nd chakras? All right. So let's go back. We're still doing 543, the composite. And go ahead and just move to the sides anything blocking that you want to release, and you can burn it up with gold light if you want. So move it to the side, burn it up with gold light. Move it to the side. You can hand it to your angels. That's another way. Angels, here you go. Move it to the side. Angels, here you go. So we're moving to the side blockages. There should be no more energy objects, but maybe, you know, if you jump to this part, energy objects, invasive beings, just hand them all to the angels. Angels, here you go. So you just want the chakras by themselves unblocked so they can generate as much energy as you need. And so there's nothing in the way of you properly, fully repairing. It could be that you have some type of agreement that is unhealthy, that is causing you to keep blocked energy, like sort of not reach your potential. Maybe when you were a kid, you agreed to take on your mom's, you know, pain as she was telling you her troubles. You know, like she didn't really realize that a 3-year-old is a big giant sponge, and if she's telling you all her troubles as she's, you know, watching you, she could be dumping on you. She could be causing you to take on a lot of her junk, right? And so even now, you know, 40 years later or however many years later, you could be still holding on to that junk. So go ahead and just with the gold light, as you run the gold light through these chakras, allow the agreements to just melt away. Any unhealthy agreements that are in the way of you getting these chakras really the way you need them. So you can imagine the agreements separately if you want. Any agreements that are in the way of your clearing, healing, and repairing work, and just burn them up. You can imagine them like rocks that you burn up, or twigs that you burn up, pieces of paper that you burn up with gold light. Just melt away the unhealthy agreements that are holding you back as far as clearing, healing, and repairing. And then now keep going with your 3rd chakra, 4th chakra, 5th chakra work. And it could be that that was what was kind of holding you back. There were some old agreements in the way. All right, so that was using composite copy to repair, unblock, and We didn't do kind of move them to the side much, so let's do that, the blockages. So theme specific. So just imagine you have your composite of 543, and just imagine any blocks that are holding you back as far as love and friendship, and just lift up those blocks and hand them to your angels. Angels, here you go. So any blocks in astral and physical 543 about love and friendship, lift them up and say, angels, here you go. Maybe if you drop them down, that might be easier. I mean, the mind is a sort of a funny thing, and one thing will seem like 10 times easier than the other sometimes. So that's fine, doesn't matter. So imagine your composite copy of 543, astral and physical, and the energy blocks in the way of your love and friendship growth and progress. And just move the blocks downward and hand them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Okay, so that was using composite copy to unblock and repair and melt cords and do theme specific clearing for 5, 4, and 3, astral and physical. So you can get rid of that composite, and now let's look at 5, 4, 3 separately. So put physical on one side, astral on the other side, doesn't matter which side. So 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, one side is physical, and then just the filaments that go in between. So 5, astral, physical, physical, 5th chakra, throat chakra, and then there's a filament going to astral, throat chakra, right? So check out that filament. Is it flowing enough? You know, is it like, because it's like a river in a tube, and so you want that tube to not be leaky, and you want it to be wide enough, and you know, so there's a lot of room for flow. So go ahead and let it expand with the gold light. Let it unblock, melt away any leaks that might be in this tube. And then, so are you generating enough energy? And is each one of these 5th chakras, are they unblocked enough so that you have, you know, conscious telepathy with your angels as much as you can have today? Peace of mind, good communication skills, all that good stuff. So check out both your 5th chakras. Are they generating enough energy? If not, do extra healing. So right now I'm doing extra healing for the physical 5th chakra. Okay, so 4th chakra, physical and astral, and then there's that 4th chakra filament in between the two. So just check out that filament, and it's like a river within a tube, and you want to make sure the tube is not leaky and the tube is expanded enough so that river can be as big as it needs to be, going back and forth between your physical 4th and your astral 4th chakra. So melt any cords that you might have going into this tube from other people or invasive beings. Just melt all that away. Repair the tube so that it's not leaky. And expand it and unblock it enough. And check out each chakra, the astral 4th and the physical 4th. And are they generating enough energy? If not, just extra gold light. Unblock them more so they can generate more energy. Melt away cords. even the little tiny ones, because they can add up too. You can have like 10 little tiny ones that you don't notice and they make a big impact. So just melt away all the cords. It could be the physical chakra. In this case, physical fourth chakra needs a little extra help. Move away the blocks, melt them away. Move away the energy blocks, hand them to your angels. That's another option. Move away the blocks, hand them to your angels. You want this physical fourth chakra to be vibrating enough and sort of light and unobstructed enough so that you have the motivation you need, the self-love you need, the enthusiasm you need, the gratitude you need, the positive outlook. Because again, you control your fourth chakra. So it doesn't matter if there are 40 people treating you badly, you control your fourth chakra still. And you heal it and you restore it. And your fourth chakra can generate enthusiasm and positive outlook energy, even if people are mistreating you. And that's, of course, especially when you need to generate gratitude for what you do have in life and help you to keep a positive motivation to move forward in life. You don't want to wait until the world, kisses your feet until you have enthusiasm. You're gonna be waiting a long time. Because unfortunately, if you feel down, typically the world isn't very friendly. It's like when your energy is sort of meh, then you attract meh to you. So you have to will yourself to be positive. Not like in a fake way, like, oh, just intention and that's all you need. Like literally right now, you're healing your physical fourth chakra. This is where you burn out all the gunk and the pain and the terrible shit you've been through. Burn it out with gold light. Burn maybe sounds destructive. You're destroying the pain, right? You keep the wisdom and you lose the pain. And so you're just making the chakra much more whole and strong and unburdened. Don't let yourself stay burdened, right? Again, the world is not going to unburden you. You unburden yourself. The buck stops with you. This is what you got to do. I know it's not fair, but that's because things are not fair, period. So we got to move beyond that and just let this stuff go. So you can even tell yourself, it's okay, I can let go. I am strong. I can heal. I am strong. I can let go. All right. So again, check astral fourth, physical fourth. Are they generating enough energy for you today? Do you have enough flow in your fourth chakra filament? All right, beautiful. So that was fourth chakra, which is a lot, just that. So then now let's do third chakra. So physical third, astral third. We've already done the basics of the repair and unblocking and melting cords, but we're doing more. So physical third, astral third, and that third chakra filament in between, and just check that third chakra filament. It's like a river within a tube, and you want the tube to not leak, and you want the tube to be wide enough so that you can have a big river if you need it, as big as you need, because you want as much energy flowing back and forth between your physical third and your astral third as you need. When you're sleeping, you don't need much, your thirds kind of turn down to sleep. You can check that too. Are your third chakras relaxing enough? Like your physical third in particular, does it spin slowly enough for you to have deep sleep? If it doesn't, then there could be stuff in there kind of irritating your third chakra, like cords from other people or just stuck energy. Stuck energy can kind of make the chakra like, it's like if a car is in a ditch and the wheels are spinning and nothing's happening. So extra gold light, if you feel like your sleep isn't deep enough, extra gold light for your physical third, and just melt out anything that's messing with your third, because your physical third needs to spin very slowly for deep sleep. And that might not be possible so at this moment. So if it's not possible, then just melt away all the junk that is interfering with your physical third chakra, you know, being fast enough so that you have stamina during the day, but then slow enough so that you have deep sleep when you want to sleep. And then astral third, check that out. Is that generating enough energy? Does it sort of vibrate where you want it to so that you can get stuff done and sleep well, have good time management? And then check that third chakra filament again, flowing. You want it to flow nice, you want it to be expanded enough. And melt away any cords going into that from other people or beings. So no leaks. So this is third and third. And a little bit extra theme specific unblocking. Just lift it all up. Any blockages in the way of love and friendship from your third and third. If your physical third, your third filament, and your astral third, just lift up the blocks, mush them together, go, angels, here you go. Lift up the blocks in the way of love and friendship, mush them together, angels, here you go. Okay, so that was third and third. Okay, good job. So, 2 and 1. This is taking forever, but it is good work. So I guess that makes sense. So 2 and 1. Second chakra is below the belly button, like 1.5 inch, depends on how tall you are. Second chakra has to do with emotions, sexuality, sensuality. So it's very important. Some people wish they could just skip it altogether, like, oh, can't we just forget that? You know, because first chakra is courage and safety and abundance. So everyone's like, oh yeah, I want that, you know. But some people, they just think of the bad stuff with the you know, with sexuality. Sometimes, you know, people have baggage around, you know, terrible hardships they've been through, or just emotional stuff. They think of the stuck hardships that they've experienced, rather than the upside. You know, if you heal and restore your second chakra enough and your second layer enough, it completely changes everything. I mean, it's not like, okay, now life is perfect, but it is a different life. It feels like a different life. Like you can really handle things that you couldn't before. Because you can't make life opt out of emotions, so you're going to get triggered by emotional situations, and you're going to be around people that have emotions. So, you know, there's no actual avoiding it. So you may as well, you know, take it on head on and clear stuff and heal stuff and make it into a positive thing. You know, and then senses, you know, your senses, smell, taste, you know, feeling fabrics and stuff, feeling temperature and sunlight, and you know, it can be really cool. So it's worth it, I promise. Come on, you can do it. So go ahead and make one composite copy. And again, you know, chakra shape is very simple. You know, it looks like an open cylinder, not white though. Ideal color for the first chakra is red. Ideal color for the second chakra is orange. I do have a 2-page chakra handout. I haven't mentioned it in a long time, but it's a little email attachment. I can email it to anybody that wants it for free. Just say, hi Janet, send me the free 2-page chakra handout. And I'll send it to you, and it just tells you about each chakra, what it does, where it's located, ideal color for it, which might help you. Okay, so one composite copy for your second and first chakra, and just use that composite copy. So you're making this shape of a round open cylinder, and it represents your astral and your physical, second and first chakras. And just use lots and lots of gold light and repair and unblock and melt away cords. So with repair, your chakra could just be shattered, on one end of it maybe, or it could just have big chips missing from it. It could be scratched up on the sides or have gashes in the side, like holes that don't belong there. So just lots of gold light so you can restore your second and your first chakra. A lot of people that have first chakra and second chakra damage, they've chronically had it for like most of their life, and so they don't really know they have it. And it can make somebody, just kind of be a lot spacier than they would otherwise be. If your chakras are repaired and unblocked enough, then you can be more and more present gradually over time, and you're just more level-headed and more ready for life. Also, having major illnesses can be extremely triggering for both of these chakras, first and second chakra. If you have a major illness like cancer or, some sort of progressive genetic illness or, whatever, it can really trigger you. And if you don't clear it, it's then something that holds you back, basically. So you have the illness holding you back, and then you have the fact that your chakras are all stuck about it. So it's like a double thing, and we don't want that. So chakra healing might not get rid of the illness, probably won't get rid of the illness, but it would still change your life. It would still help you to make the most of things. So that's really important. So just melt away any baggage from major illnesses in this or past lives in your first and second chakras. And we're still in a global pandemic, COVID-19 global pandemic, and so a lot of people have passed away, and that's a big stress on these lower chakras, first and second chakras. So just heal your first and chakra extra because they need it, because a pandemic is a big thing. So just extra gold light so that you heal and restore your first and second chakras of your astral body and your physical body. Life doesn't have to feel so overwhelming. Maybe you live in like a literal war zone, or you have a loved one in a literal war zone. So just melt away the stress from that. People confuse the external situation with the internal situation. So they think that, well, okay, I'm stressed out because I live in a war zone, or I'm stressed out because, my partner has cancer, or I'm stressed out because I have cancer, or, whatever situation, right? But oddly enough, it's not really that creates the stress. That's the trigger, but how you receive it internally, like your internal climate, how stuck you are, how grounded you are, how flowing you are, that determines how you perceive that external situation, which is why there are some people that can really manage stress way better than other people. It's because of the internal situation, how flowing they are, how present they are. And so that's what you have full control over, is your internal situation. And really that's what you need control over, because that's really what defines how you're going to feel about your life. So we're repairing and unblocking and healing your first and second chakras of your astral body and physical body. This is Bambi. Bambi does not live in a war zone. She lives in a peaceful place with lots of pillows. Okay, cool. So now your first and your second chakras are definitely repaired. And we did some unblocking. And melting cords, the only cord that I would suggest that you keep is if you are a parent, literally a parent of a young child, so 13 and younger. Keep the first chakra cord, but other than that, don't keep other cords. So melt away even the small ones that are hard to notice. Melt away all the cords. And then while we have it as a composite, first and second chakra, astral and physical, go ahead and lift up all the baggage related to love and friendship and hand it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Baggage related to love and friendship, lift it up. Angels, here you go. Baggage related to love and friendship, lift it out. Angels, here you go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so then we don't, well, and also we said it before, but angels, if there are any beings in the way, invasive beings or being tunnels in the way around the first and second chakras, please recycle them. So that's the composite copy work for first and second chakra. So you can get rid of that composite copy, and then let's look at them separately. Physical second, astral second, and the composite, the I'm getting all tongue-tied. Physical second, astral second, and the filament, the chakra filament in between the two. And again, that filament, you want that to be a nice big flowing river within a tube that doesn't leak. Ideal color for your second chakra is orange. So just heal your second chakra filament with gold light, gold fire. Melt away cords going into this filament. You don't want any cords going into your second chakra filament, even if you have kids. Do not let them cord willy-nilly everywhere. Otherwise you're going to have kind of like controlling imbalanced kids, and you don't want that, right? So melt away cords going into the second chakra filament. Even if you like are dating somebody and you're trying to be flirty, don't let anybody cord your second chakra, any of your chakra filaments. That's like way too internal. That's not flirting. That's like some kind of weird control. So just don't worry about it, but just melt away any cords going into your second chakra filament. And then expand it so you have enough flow there. And then physical second and astral second chakra. Physical second chakra, astral second chakra, just are you generating enough energy with each of them so that you have more flow? Doesn't give you more emotions, it gives you more emotional flow, and therefore an ability to release baggage and not take things too personally, and just to not be cranky, to have more wellness with your emotions, more strength. It's like with a dishwasher, you know, the flowing energy, the flowing water in a dishwasher helps you scrub off the junk on the plates, right? So you have more flow in your second chakras and this filament, it helps you to just be more resilient and let go of all the old junk and not let people dump on you emotionally. It's really good. And this is where I think we need to work on the messy endings. Maybe at some point we'll work on them differently as well. But with this second chakra work, we've done already, you know, we did second and first together, and now we did second separately, the physical and astral second and the second chakra fulfillment. But let's, the messy endings stuff, that can be especially in this second chakra stuff. So second chakra is emotions, sexuality, sensuality, and so messy endings, I talked about it in the intro. It's like maybe you had a friendship that ended, or a romantic relationship that ended, and you've had many of those in many lifetimes, right? And so sometimes it's a messy ending. Like, in other words, there's stuck feelings on one side or both sides of the situation. And so just lift up any baggage in your second chakra, physical, second chakra, astral second chakra, and the second chakra fulfillment. Lift up messy ending baggage. And just give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Wow. You may not physically feel that if you're not present enough to feel it physically, but that's okay. It doesn't mean that you didn't just clear a bunch. So let's do that again. Why not? Check your grounding though. Make sure your grounding is nice and wide and flowing, especially in the back. Make sure it's indie grounding, meaning there's no branch off parts, and your grounding is nice and wide all the way around, and it goes all the way down to the core of the earth and has good flow the whole way. All right, so that was a little quick regrounding, but so imagine physical second, astral second chakra, physical second chakra, astral second chakra, and then your second chakra fulfillment, and just lift up the messy ending baggage from any ending of a friendship or love or romantic relationship or sexual relationship that was messy on one end or another. Any baggage you still have from that, just lift up the messy ending baggage, ball it up. Angels, here you go. Whew, deep breath, wiggle your toes, stay here. Just let stuff go down your grounding. All right, let's do that again. Now I understand why the angels had us be so thorough up till now with all the chakra work, so we could be really present to do this. Okay, so second fulfillment for second. Lift up messy ending baggage. Ball it up. Angels, here you go. One more time. Second chakra, physical, astral, and the second chakra fulfillment in between. Imagine all the baggage from messy endings that is in this space, from present and past lives, that you're ready to clear. Lift it up and ball it up and go. Angels, here you go. And make sure all that clears out of your grounding that needs to clear out. So, and you know, for all you guys who are like, oh, I'm very off and on. Sometimes I feel great after this healing. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel great. Sometimes I feel cranky. It's because your grounding is blocking up. So unblock your grounding, specifically in the back. So you just imagine like a whole bunch of rocks in the back of your grounding, and just melt them with gold light. Let the gold light permeate the rocks until they all just go whoosh and melt away. Okay, so that was a lot for second chakra we did, including the messy ending stuff. Or the second chakra. That was fun. Okay, so let's do first chakra. So we already did the composite of 2 and 1, so now you imagine them separately. Physical first chakra, astral first chakra, and then the chakra filament in between the two. And what is the ideal color for the first chakra? Red, because it's like a rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, deep blue, purple. So red first chakra. Set them to your favorite shade of red. If you're healing yourself, if you're healing someone else, you can suggest, on a spirit level, that they make it their favorite shade of red. And just lots of gold light. Check out that first chakra filament. Is there enough flow? Chances are no. There might be, but a lot of times there wouldn't be. So just, you want it to be a big, wide flowing tube with a big flowing river inside it. No leaks. Melt away all the cords going into that filament. Even if you have kids, you don't want them to cord your filament. That's way too invasive. You don't want to cord their filament. The chakra filament is just for communication in between your astral first and your physical first. Just energy flow in between the two. So let that filament expand enough so that you get enough flow. And again, flow here would help you with courage and safety, feeling safe, being safe, and abundance. So first chakra filament, just get that flow enough. Get it to be enough flow, melt away any cords or leaking with the filament. So blockages in here, what do they cause? They cause fear, worry, anxiety, fear-based procrastination. So lots of gold light and maybe red earth energy. Bring up red earth energy and soak the first chakra with lots of red earth energy, and the first chakra filament with lots of red earth energy. So you're using gold light to unblock, but you're also using red earth energy just to comfort and soothe your first chakras and your first chakra filament. And are you generating enough energy with each of these chakras, your astral first and your physical first? Maybe one yes, one no. So just use your intuition. Astral first, is it generating enough energy? If it's not, just unblock it more. Physical first chakra, is it generating enough energy? If it's not, unblock it more. You can lift up the baggage and hand it to the angels. Angels, here you go. Lift up the baggage from physical first. Angels, here you go. Is the physical first generating enough energy for you so you have enough courage, enough safety, enough abundance today? Check that filament. You want energy flow, enough energy flow in between the two chakras, astral first and physical first. Love and friendship both take courage. It takes courage because, you could get your feelings hurt, and we don't want that, right? So it takes courage and good intuition and all sorts of things, but you want to repair your first chakra so that you feel safe enough to be authentic in your love life and your friendships, right? So do you have enough safety to feel authentic in your first chakra? To be authentic. And let's clean out from messy endings in your first chakra. So physical first, astral first, and the first chakra filament. Clear out any messy endings baggage that you might have from this or past lives where, friendships or love relationships or sexual relationships ended and somebody got stuck. Just lift all that baggage out, wrap it up, give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Wiggle around, stay present, wiggle your toes. Good Think of your big wide grounding. Again, first chakra physical, first chakra astral, and that first chakra filament, lift out your messy ending baggage. Ball it up, angels, here you go. So again, are you generating enough energy to have enough safety, enough courage, enough abundance? Can your first chakra, your physical first chakra in particular, slow down enough so that you have deep sleep? Maybe your first chakra revs too fast all the time. If so, there's probably junk in there just making it over rev. So lift out the first chakra junk that's making your physical first chakra over rev. During the day, maybe you're just over anxious, or when you're trying to sleep, you're just thinking of 50 things. Lift out the stuff that's interfering with sleep from your physical first chakra and go, angels, here you go. Lift out anything in this whole first chakra system that interferes with good sleep. Lift it out, ball it up, angels, here you go. All right, one more time. First chakra, this whole first chakra system, lift out anything that interferes with good sleep, good deep sleep, and ball that up, angels, here you go. All right, that was that. So we did lots of stuff, including messy ending stuff, including deep sleep stuff. Clearing for deep sleep, which we also did the deep sleep stuff for the third. Wow, wow, wow. So that was a huge workout. If you were still awake, pat yourself on the back. If you were still doing all that, pat yourself on the back. Again, this is an advanced level healing that I'm giving to everybody. So if you, as a healer, giving it to yourself, maybe that was a big deal for you. Maybe you don't feel like doing it ever again. It's okay, cut yourself some slack. There will be timestamp links later within a day, so you could, maybe just do part of it at some point, like sort of tease yourself into doing some of it by saying, well, I'm gonna do this little 5-minute part, and then just use the timestamp link that will be in the comment section in the detailed healing summary. But good for you. If you're even just half listening, you can half listen to this and just say, angels, can you give me this healing as I half listen? That's an option that is not very high commitment. You can say, you can say, angels, help me to do this type of work with you in my sleep. Because again, that's way better than nothing, a lot better than nothing. Angels, if I need this level of clearing and repair work, can you help me do this in my sleep with you? Yeah, but definitely say angels, All right, woo, 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 woo. I think that's the bulk of the healing right there. Man, that was amazing. I would not have spent that much time on it if it weren't for the archangels going, keep doing it, Janet. Wow. Yeah, that's a trip right there. So work that grounding. You definitely want to keep your flow going really well now. When in doubt, if you feel weird at all in the next 2 days, check your grounding. Grounding, grounding, grounding. Unblock your grounding. You can test grounding colors real quick. Red, see if you like it. Orange, see if you like it. Yellow, see if you like it. And just keep the grounding color that you like the most right now. And just imagine the blockages in your grounding and just melt them with gold light. You can also imagine your grounding and just move to the side, all the junk. You go, angels, here you go. Again, imagine your grounding, imagine the junk in your grounding, move it to the side. Angels, here you go. Woo. Tricolor earth energy soak is a nice thing. I think that's kind of soothing. So we'll do that, and then we'll do a little flower healing. And then I think we might call it a healing. Might just wrap it up, because then we have a whole separate, I have a whole separate Q&A live stream I'm going to be doing. And that was just so much work that we did. So, okay, so we're going to do a tricolor soak, and then we're going to do flower healing. So tricolor soak is so easy. Literally, children do it. Literally. If you're a kid that does tricolor soak, hey, you're super, super cool. But it's a 5-minute video, and some parents have used it as like a first meditation video for their kids to do with their kids, because it's that easy. But I use it all the time too, so it's not just for kids. So you imagine, make a big red grounding, right, all the way down to the core of the earth, nice and wide, red grounding. And use that red grounding like a straw to bring up red earth energy, a whole extra amount, and soak everything, all your auras, all your body, all your chakras, all your bones, all your muscles in the red earth energy. Bring the red earth energy all the way up to the top of all your auras and just soak in it. Deep breath. Just receive the earth energy, let go. It's okay to let go. And then bring that red earth energy down to the level of your third chakra, like regular grounding. And change your grounding to an orange color, your favorite shade of orange. And use that orange grounding like an orange straw to bring up orange earth energy. Up, 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 up. And soak everything in the orange earth energy. All your auras, all your chakras, all your muscles and bones and everything in the orange earth energy. Deep breath. It's okay to receive. It's okay to let go. Bring that orange earth energy down to the level of your third chakra. Go ahead and you could destroy it and make it yellow, make a yellow grounding, or just switch the color of it to be yellow grounding. And use that yellow grounding like a yellow straw to bring up yellow earth energy all the way from the core of the earth. It's just earth energy, but you set it to be the color yellow. And up, 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 and soak everything in yellow earth energy. So your body, your chakras, your muscles, your bones, everything, all your nerves, everything in the yellow earth energy. Deep breath. Another deep breath. It's okay to receive. It's okay to let go. Go ahead, relax your shoulders. Just enjoy the yellow earth energy. And then you can go ahead and change it to whichever of the colors you prefer, red or orange or yellow. And you could leave it up, all the way up. And that would be what I call one color earth energy soak. And just leave it up all day if you want. Or if you don't want to leave it up, bring it down to the level of your third chakra just for regular grounding, whichever you prefer. So that was a tricolor earth energy soak, and then we'll just do a little bit of flower healing. So of course we're going to do it for the theme. You know, there we go. Okay. Sometimes in life, people are triggered, right? And you know, we did so many clearing exercises right now. So if you're still triggered, then maybe nourishing might help. So let's do flower healing at first for you letting go of your triggers, like clearing your triggers. Okay, so we'll help you nourish so that your triggered energy blocks can clear. Triggered energy blocks generally are in the front right here. So we could, you know, just do gold light and melt them like that as well. Imagine the hard chunks and just melt them away. And just melt away any cords going into the hard chunks. But then let's do nourishing also with flower healing for that front part of your aura where the triggered energy would be. And just lots of flower healing. So make energy healing flowers, whatever healing energy that you need so that you can let go of and clear these triggers, right? And so have your angels check. Angels, can you double check my flowers? And then go ahead and give them to the front of your aura. Because sometimes you're hanging on to this stuck energy because you're depleted. not because you want to stay stuck. It's just like a natural sort of thing. When you're depleted, you kind of clutch onto things sometimes by accident. So one more time, more flower healing so that you can let go of the triggered energy, right? So make energy healing flowers, as many as you need. Healing energy just for you so you can let go of your triggers, and say, angels, can you please check my flowers? And then go ahead and give them to yourself, especially in the front. And one more time, comb through the front of your energy field and just check out if there's any triggered energy blocks just stuck there, and just melt them away. All right, and now we'll just do flower healing for the theme. Of love and friendship, right? So, yay. So, okay, maybe you need messy endings, right? Let's do that first. Maybe you need extra healing flowers to heal from your messy endings that you've been through. And again, maybe they were just messy because the other person got stuck and you were fine with it, but then they got stuck and dumped on you, so then you had a problem. So whatever. Just imagine, what healing energy do you need to get through your to let go of fully and heal fully from your messy endings. Any messy endings of friendships, messy endings of sexual or romantic relationships that you've had in this life and past lives. So healing energy, healing flowers so that you can fully get over your messy endings. So lots of healing energy flowers, the exact vibrations that you need. Say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And give them to yourself. And more, okay? More. So energy healing flowers that you need to heal and restore and move forward and not be held back by the messy endings that you've been through, right? So energy healing flowers that you need to heal from your messy endings. Okay, and angels, can you double check my flowers? And give them to yourself. And again, sometimes just mentioning the term messy endings can trigger some stuff, right? In front of all your chakras, some energy blocks that you've had buried away. So just, again, comb through the front of your aura. Just imagine the front of your aura and comb through those stuck energy blocks, surround them in lots of gold light so you can let them go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. Okay, and then a little bit more just straight the theme. So whatever healing energy flowers you need to move forward in love and in friendship. So lots of healing energy flowers that you need to have to optimize your love and your friendship space. Angels, can you double check my flowers? And give them to yourself. All right, so then let's wrap up. Just say, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing, and especially a blessing and a healing for my love and friendship space. And just deep breath, let that happen. And also, since Archangels Ariel and Jophiel are healing me, they're helping me. They can give anybody a blessing that asks, or blessing and healing. So you can say, if you want, you can say, Archangels Ariel and Jophiel, can you please give me a blessing and a healing, especially for my love and friendship space? All right, good job, guys. We did it. That was pretty epic. All right, good job. That's a healing. So, if you have any quick comments about how this healing was for you, I'd be happy to. It'd be interesting if you want to share that in the chat. And then I'll read through those very quickly, and then I'll take a break with my dogs, and then I'll do another live stream right after this, right after the break that I take, and that will be questions. Any question you want about love or friendship, or legs or feet, being more present in your legs and feet, or your love and friendship space. If you want to ask about play, that's fine too, because that was, we did that earlier this month. So if you have a question about playfulness, that's okay too. Okay, so looking through the comments quickly. So one of my UK watchers says it's rained for weeks, but it's 29 Celsius after 6 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. I should have a conversion chart just like in front of me, for these live streams, because I don't know how warm 29 Celsius is. Sorry. But one of these days I'll print myself out a conversion chart. Sorry. But yeah, we have a big temperature fluctuation too. But it's still pretty cool though, during the day right now for us. Like yesterday's high was in the 60s. So it's pretty cool at the moment. It's very dry for us right now. I wish we had rain. It's dangerously dry here, actually. So this is, hi Janet, hello from Portland, Oregon. Thank you, and looking forward to this. Yay, hello, hello. So this is, I made it, it's 3 a.m. Yes, for you it is. Good for you. Wonder if you stayed awake through all that chakra stuff. So it says, chakras are overly, are overly for archons to feed off us. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, but I hope you found the live stream beneficial somehow. Hello, hello. Someone says, that was amazing. I feel so blissed out and peaceful after the chakra and filament work to release energy and messy endings. Whoa. Well, good. Thank you. Glad you like the healing and you healed yourself. That's great. Someone says, I've noticed I often find myself yawning and feeling sleepy around angel work. Yeah, well, it clears a lot of energy. Probably, it could be your grounding blocks up a little bit when your angels are healing you. So you could look at you could imagine, like, okay, well, here's me before I got sleepy, during the meditation, and then here's me when the angel work started, and you can just notice, like, oh yeah, my grounding gets really narrow. That's weird, and I get triggered a little around my first chakra, and then you could clear that in that little composite imagining, and then you could. Yeah, so you could work it over time so that you're very present when your angels are healing you, because that's kind of extra cool, because then you feel every little thing they're doing, and possibly that would allow you to receive and release even more when your angels are working with you. So that could be something really interesting that you could kind of run with, that little piece of information that you get sleepy during the angel part. And just clear what triggers when your angels are healing you, and what gets blocked in your grounding, melt that away. So that could be interesting. I mean, because you're more advanced, so you may as well geek out on it if you want. If you were a newbie, I'd just say, oh, well, it's okay if you get sleepy, you still get the healing, which is true. So So it says, I healed myself. I was sleepy during the middle portion, but felt better after doing crowd exercise for people. Crowd exercise for people, we didn't exactly do that. We didn't do crowd exercise, so maybe you mean collapsing gold nets or something. But the middle portion, I mean, yeah, but it's good that you healed yourself. I mean, you did clear a lot, so good for you for sticking with it. Someone says, I healed myself while also being healed by you. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Someone says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Glad you like the healing. Someone says, thank you for the healing, Janet. My husband, daughter, and I were unusually tired yesterday. I was also thirsty. You know, they say that when you feel conscious thirst, that's like you're pretty dehydrated at that point. Like that most people don't drink enough fluids. I mean, myself absolutely included. And that so that by the time you feel thirsty, it's like you're pretty dehydrated at that point. So so it could be just something simple like that and not spiritual. The fatigue though, it just looks like you guys your 3-2-1 chakras 3-2-1, and then the filaments, they just got kind of tight and compressed, you know, like your astral 3-2-1 was for each of you was pretty decent, but then the filaments 3-2-1 and then the physical chakras 3-2-1 got a little stuck, and the grounding got a little too narrow for everybody. So anyway, you're saying the healing woke me up and feel more energized now. Thank you. Well, good. I'm glad. Someone says, thank you for the healing, Janet. I felt quite tired towards the beginning of the healing. I'd love to take a nap now. Also, last night I had trouble sleeping, which is unusual for me. Yeah, towards the beginning of the healing, I mean, part of the thing is with that intro, a lot gets triggered. I mean, that's sort of the flaw of introducing it. You know, I could just say the theme and go right into it without discussing. People wouldn't be so triggered, but in a way it's good because then all that's triggered usually gets cleared by the end. So we're clearing more by doing that discussion part. But that's probably why you just had some stuff triggered, because of the intro. But yeah, you know, you could do, or even half listen, or just do like a quick improv version of the what is that called? Callback bring in. Just do the bring in part where you imagine all the energy of yours that you're about to bring in, you know, like rainbow colored light up there and just a lot of gold through it so it can come in more easily. Because you're not that blocked above your head, it's just there's a lot up there that you're planning on bringing in, and it's like a little bit like, whoa, look at all that. So if you take a nap, that could kind of fix it anyway. But if you don't have time for a nap, just run gold light through all the stuff that you're trying to bring in, and then just that'll help make it flow more easily. Someone says, about your sleep last night, yeah, I think your mom was courting your lower chakras. Right in the front, though. She wasn't trying to hide. Right in the front of 3, 2, and 1, actually. She was courting you. So you could just say, hi, Mom. I'm safe. I'm okay. Thanks so much. You're an amazing mom. I hope you have a good night's sleep, too. And then that way. You know, moms just sometimes get some subconscious trigger. It could be that she saw something on TV or something, you know, or it's just some random thought got her more, you know, let me check on her. I love her so much, you know, and then, because, you know, when people are infants, like a lot of times the moms will wrap their energy around their infant. It's not really helpful for the infant, but they do it anyway. So I think she just somehow got triggered and imagined you as like a little 4-month-old and wrapped her energy around your lower chakras, and then you're like, I can't sleep. So just let her know that you're a full-grown woman now, and thank her so much. So it says, thank you, Janet. Slept through this one. Love the dirty, messy endings baggage off the filaments. Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone can get a lot of mileage out of that. Good. Glad it helped. Glad it helped. Someone says, wow, felt a huge shift in my third eye, 6th chakra, and crown chakra, 7th chakra, and then tuned in at the baggage removal. I had forgotten the time and realized late the healing had started. I think I tuned in time. Well, good. And it's all on video, so you can watch the part that you weren't watching later. Thank you. You're welcome. So this is, I listened and did some self-healing this time, since usually I'm a paid participant. Yeah, usually I heal you. This time you healed yourself. You feel pretty good. Definitely ask for angel help in my sleep tonight for more messy ending clearing. Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone can get a lot of mileage out of the messy ending stuff. Because you never know. I mean, there could be somebody that resents the heck out of you and you don't give it a second thought. You're like, why? But you don't know. And or it could be, a couple past lives like that. Like someone gets stuck in resentment and it's totally, you don't know, but it's true. And then they're like, they threw some energy at you, and yes, it's good to get rid of all that messy ending junk, just clear it out. All right, because pretending it's not there doesn't work. Someone says, this was great. P.S. I also had trouble sleeping. Thought it was a legit worry I had to address, but maybe not. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, legit worry that you had to address. I mean, nothing, you're supposed to get good sleep, so I mean, I don't know. Are you really meant to do something at 3 a.m. instead of sleeping? Probably not. So it looks like your mom too, actually. She was courting some of your core energy blocks. So that just sort of supercharged your inner aura layers. So it made sleep not really possible, because that speeds up your lower chakras too much, and then it's not going to happen. So consciously, you may have thought of a current life situation, but it seems like it was just your mom courting some old energy blocks that caused the whole thing to, to kind of come before sleep. Someone says, thanks, Janet. I feel great. I'm exhausted now. So you're happy but exhausted. I've been having ongoing sleep issues where I wake up after only a few hours of being asleep. It will be interesting to see how this healing affects that. Yeah. Also, examine your caffeine intake, because a lot of people, they're very much, I mean, I understand. I used to love black tea. Oh my God, I used to be so addicted to Assam black tea. It was so delicious. I'm so like, just thinking about it makes me want to have it, but I don't. But anyway, caffeine really can cause weird things like that. Like you sleep for 4 hours just fine, and then you're awake for the rest of the night, or, whatever, like the weird things that can definitely be caffeine related. But you could, do the slowing down of the physical chakras and get people out of your core energy blocks, and, that could help as well. Okay, good. So a little impromptu sleep clinic there at the end. All right, guys, you're awesome. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to re-edit the start time for the Q&A that's going to happen probably in about 7 minutes-ish. And the Q&A will be about friendship and love and energy flow and being present in your legs and feet, which does really help everything. All right, so thank you so much, and congratulations. If you got through to the end of this, you are a champion. And again, cut yourself some slack if this was like way too much for you and you just woke up and you passed out the whole time. You could just say, angels, help me to heal this stuff if I need it. Please help me to work on this in my sleep with you. Please, please, please. All right. Thank you so much. Bye. And oh, that's one of my dogs right there. And let's see, that's another one of my dogs right there. So I'll let them out, and you can see Animal Cam just for a second as we wrap up this live stream. Oh, and you'll see that I'm still wearing leg warmers because it was so cold this morning. So this is Daisy. And this is Izzy. Let's see if you can see them. Izzy and Daisy is drinking right now. There's Izzy. Izzy, Daisy. Daisy. She doesn't really listen that well. There's Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Hello. All right, guys. So, see you later. You're the best. I'll come back soon for